cook fresh spinach in a dry skillet. Spinach that I've just washed and left with just the water clinging to its leaves. I have about 20 ounces or two 10-ounce packages of spinach. And in it goes, just like that, dry. And I just want to wilt this down. And now I'm going to put a cover on that, turn the heat up on that, and that's only going to take a few minutes. And I'm using boneless chicken breasts. And there's mine. And when you bring them home, well, you have to do several things to them. First of all, you want to take off any excess fat that's on the chicken, just with a small knife. Go around and take those pieces off. You see, trim it real well. And then I'm going to cut these in half because I want to flatten these down some. Cut the chicken in half, like that. See? Now you want to get those an even thickness so that they'll cook evenly. And for that, I like to use a meat pounder. This is my weighted meat pounder that I bought in Italy. And all I do is go over the meat like this. Okay, you see the difference between this and this. And yes, it is ready. So now we're going to take this over and drain it. And you want to drain this in a colander. And you see how nicely that comes out without having to use any excess water. You see how beautifully it stayed green. So just coarsely chopped, like that. And that goes in with Fontina cheese. Now, Fontina cheese is a cheese that comes from the Val d'Aosta in northern Italy. And then we want to add some nutmeg, here we go, to this. And now we need to add some onions to this. And all I did was take an onion and a little bit of garlic and sauteed it, or cooked it in a little bit of olive oil. That's going to give a nice flavor to this with the nutmeg. You know, nutmeg and spinach have a wonderful affinity for each other, and it is used a lot in northern Italian cooking. So now all you do is mix up all of those filling ingredients, and you're ready to stuff your chicken breasts. So here's mine. I'll get this out of the way for you now. And now I like to work with my hands. It's a lot easier to do it this way. Take a little bit of that mixture and you put it right over the chicken, just like that. Press it down some, so it's going to be easy for you to roll, you see? And then you bring the chicken breast up on itself, keeping the filling inside, like that. If anything falls out, you just stuff it back in. Then you get some butcher's string, and you tie the chicken in several places. If you didn't want to use string, of course, you could use a toothpicks for this, but I like to use string because when you're browning the chicken pieces, it's kind of hard to turn with the toothpick. So this is my preferred method of doing it. Actually, brown and cook. These are now cooked. So you take them out and put them on a beautiful dish. See how wonderful they look? And now to the drippings in the pan, we are going to add some butter. Oh, about 4 tablespoons of butter. And I like to use those drippings because that's going to give a little enhanced flavor to the sauce that I'm now going to make. So get the butter melted. Now with this, I want to have some flour because I'm going to be making a roux. So now my flour goes in, and really when you make a roux like this, you want to make sure that you cook the flour in the butter, or if you're using olive oil, for at least a minute. You want to make sure that that flour is cooked so that you don't have a floury taste to your sauce. Now that's looking pretty nice and smooth. So now we can add our chicken broth and our dry white wine. I'll taste it, of course, and make sure that it's just perfect for my palate. And the last thing I'm going to add after this thickens is a little bit of lemon juice. Okay, I think this sauce is just about where I want it. So now, I'm going to add the lemon juice. Get that in. Look at that. Now, who wouldn't eat a wine sauce like that?